Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hello, my dear. Again, we are discussing the same subject of Pranayama and the concept and the practical application. So, we discussed so many things regarding to Pranayama in our previous session, previous lecture. Today, in some technical part, today I am discussing. So there are three techniques. They are called bandhas. Bandhas means in English lock, Lock. So lock. So there are three type of locks prescribed in the scripture. So that is called Jalandhar Bandh, Uddiyan Bandh and Moola Bandh. So these are three locks. Why the locks are required? Because when we inhale, and then what happens? After some time we exhale. What we inhale through our nostril or through nose, that is fresh air. And in that fresh air there is 20% oxygen, 78% nitrogen, and likewise very three three something 3 point something carbon dioxide and 0.003 some other minerals and other noble gases, not minerals, noble gases are there. So we need oxygen there. We need fresh air because within that fresh air 20% is oxygen and 78% is nitrogen, but we don't need nitrogen. But even then nitrogen goes to our body, but our body exhales nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases, but takes in oxygen, and oxygen is remained only, and it is therefore to make a proper supply of the oxygen within the body 24 hour. We inhale and exhale, means breathing exercise is going on all the time. There is no any certain time of breathing. 24 hours, sleeping, awakening, all the time, from the life to death, breathing and heart beating is going on all the time. So, to by the practice of asanas, we attain the stability, comfortability, and stability. Now our body is comfortable and our mind is stable, and then we practice pranayama. When we practice pranayama, so we purify our each and every nerve and cells, and we make scope, we make possibility there to for oxygen, that oxygen should go there and cover up. So how to inhale oxygen and how to compress the oxygen into each and every cell, how to how, how to make possible to each and every cell a proper flow of energy and blood. So what happens? Then the sages prescribed us to apply bandhas, apply locks. So first lock is, I tell you here, one, just suppose that I am inhale. Then it is called chin lock, because chin touches here and then it is locked. Now there is no chance that the oxygen should go out. The consumption of oxygen will be made within the body. And when we say to make the scope, that means we purify the cells in order to able to suck up the oxygen in order to maintain the body. to maintain the prana, maintain the flow of pranic energy, because pranic energy runs on the oxygen. Without oxygen, that can't run, and if that can't run, so that is the so decaying process of the body takes place so fast, and the person becomes cancerous. Cancer is just unpurified state of body, and no cancer means purified state of body. So pranayama, in the course of pranayama, three bandhas, chin lock, and then uddiyana bandh, then belly lock, shrink the belly, and navel portion should be inside tightly, and then the third rectum muscle should be inside. So you have to lock all the passes, not to pass the oxygen away from the body. And in this way, by natural breathing, we inhale 7 liter oxygen in 1 minute. In natural breathing, we inhale the oxygen 7 liter. But when we practice pranayama and apply all these techniques, then the scope is maximized. How much? In 1 minute, in one breathing, by the natural breathing, within 1 minute time duration, 20 liter oxygen is sucked by the body in 1 minute by the pranayama. Suppose that 2 minutes, and you can calculate 10 minutes, and you can calculate 20 minutes. Suppose that 30 minutes every day you do pranayama, so you can calculate how much oxygen will be. More than 100 kg or 100 liter, more than 100 to 20 liter oxygen will be in your body, and that oxygen will burn and wash the each and every dirty material from the body, and that is the process of purification, and that purified state of the body is the best eligible body to invite the cosmic energy or Mahaprana to be in the body more and more. So it is eligibility, it is feasibility of the practitioner that he or she finds the best result of the practice. So applying these technical and very important thing you have understood here. One data I am telling you from my book. The atmosphere of our each and every mixture, many gases are proportionate quantum, in such as 78% nitrogen, 20% oxygen, carbon dioxide, 0.03% other noble gases, 0.002%. Fresh air means all the gases in the atmosphere. We breathe air and enliven ourselves. All creatures on earth breathe this fresh air. So it is very important. As I just told you, so I just quote from my book. When we inhale, we consume 20% oxygen, and when we exhale, about 4% of this oxygen is retained for some seconds, allowing uptake for the blood. During Kumbhak, this percentage is increased to 8 to 10% from 4. This metabolism, the metabolism gets more opportunity to use this oxygen as a result. So now you have understood this is the purpose of pranayama. Prana means vital force, ayama means dimension. So we have to advance the dimension of pranic energy in the body to get all the time charge to each and every cell of the body. So this is the purpose. It is therefore you have understood the kumbhak, pause, and what is the utility of pause, what is the reason to pause. So these are some technical and some philosophical, phenomena of pranayama. So that we have discussed here, and one very important figure, data I would like to give here. Through fresh air, through fresh air, sorry, though fresh air uh, is not the prana, but prana requires fresh air. Just I have told you, fresh air is the conductivity of the prana within the body. Without fresh air, no creature can live. So generally, the breaths are considered as a prana because of their importance for life. Normally, a person takes 2001,600 breaths within 24 hours. A man takes 50, 15 breaths in a minute, but this is natural respiration, not pranayama. Clear? Pranayama means which is little unnatural. Then that will become pranayama, as I have told you in our previous lecture. So now at last, what benefit I should tell you? You know, the whole body gets purified, and the purified state of body is very, very important. So here I think it's enough today, and the benefit that I have told you how much oxygen is taken by the pranayama. So there are so many benefits. I think the benefit of pranayama I should discuss here. So pranayama erases the scope of all types of disease. Pranayama protects from the contagious disease. Pranayama strengthens the immunity of a person. The practitioner of pranayama acquires good resistance power and remains disease free throughout his or her life. Pranayamic techniques exercise. The pranayama techniques energize the life current, and that energizes the vital force, providing the safeguard all around the practitioner. Though the practice of yoga and pranayama, the possibilities of cancerous diseases are also removed. Pranayama purifies the blood, absolutely essential to the functioning of the whole body mechanism. This blood is nothing but the composition of RBC and WBC and thrombocytes. Approximately 5 liters of blood circulates in the human body. Each cubic mm of blood contains 5 million RBS red blood cells. The cells contain protein, iron, hemoglobin, which are quickly bound with oxygen. It also contains an enzyme which is called carbonic anhydrase. This enzyme facilitates the release of carbon dioxide. Average life of RBC is about 120 days. The degeneration of the cell happens in the liver, spleen, bone, marrow, and lymph nodes. The hemoglobin is changed into bilirubin, which is released into the blood. The liver cells take this matter from the blood and add to the bile. New RBC are produced in the bone marrow. In this way, RBC help in exchanging carbon dioxide of the body with the oxygen of the atmosphere. The above mechanical and chemical functions get energy, and the healing of the wholly accelerates. In the same way, 7,000 WBC are found in 1 cubic mm of blood. WBC kill all the harmful bacteria and foreign organic particles. This defense mechanism is related with our immunity system, which works against infection disease. Therefore, the process of practice of pranayama is very effective. If the defense mechanism is dull and slow, then blood cancer and other diseases happen. Thrombocytes are 250,000 in number in 1 cubic mm of blood. They help in the process of blood clotting. The case of inquiry, all the antibodies are here, which play a protective role against various bacteria, virus, toxic materials. Through the practice of yoga and pranayama, this process has revolutionized the practice. Pranayama makes the practitioner free from every disease. So there are so many benefits. So I think it's enough for your love for philosophy and wisdom and yoga philosophy. So thank you very much, and already you have understood that how much pranayama is beneficial. And at last, again I revise you, pranayama is a deliberate disturbance in the breath, so that we can compress and compel the oxygen to go inside and to heal to each and every cell. Thank you very much. Om Shanti Shanti.